gentlemen, straight from the ropes to your hands, welcome to VK Punk Wrestling, your one and only spot for recaps, news, and updates on professional wrestling in the world. And now, coming at you with all that attitude, here is your host, the Bad Guy Vin C.
Hey yo, Wrestling Savages, what's good? Crank those speakers until the foundation cracks, strap in deep, and charge headlong into the VK Punk Wrestling Stronghold, the unbreakable fortress and soon-to-be recognized ultimate destination for all things pro wrestling pandemonium, overflowing with bone-rattling action and an addictive electric rush. We're the undisputed bosses of this battlefield. It's your boy, the Bad Guy Vin C. Punk, at the helm, hauling you through waves of crushing slams, razor-sharp verbal warfare, and the pure thrill that makes wrestling the king of escapes. Tonight, we're storming the gates of last night's WWE Monday Night Raw, loaded with our trademark yay, boo, or meh verdicts. And this episode swung from fiery heel heat to emotional highs hotter than the Phenom's tombstone. No watered down recaps here, guys. This is the beating core of the VK Punk Wrestling Revolution, with you riding shotgun right beside us. If your heart's pounding like you just kicked out at 2 9/10, then smash that like button, demolish the subscribe button, and ignite the bell icon so you never miss any of the chaos. If you want more fire, you can find us on Facebook and TikTok for uncut clips, savage breakdowns, and the scoops that set your feet ablaze. VK Punk Wrestling, we the ones for wrestling content. Okay, so check it out, guys. We're going to take a pause for a quick thing. Hey, everyone. Before we dive in deeper to this episode, we just want to take a quick moment to say you're all incredible, and we genuinely love having you here with us. Every single one of you is unique and brings real value to this world. Life can sometimes feel heavy and get overwhelming, and that's okay. We all go through it. I go through it too. Someone who's dealt with mental health challenges. We want to gently remind you, if you're ever not feeling like yourself or things start feeling low, please reach out, talk to a friend, a trusted person, or hit up a lifeline, whatever feels right for you in that moment. It can be tough to take that first step, but people really do care and support is there waiting. It's made a huge difference for us when we have needed it the most. If you ever need someone to talk to or you're going through something right now, you can always call or text 988 in the US. It's free, confidential, and available 24/7. You've got this, and so do we. Together, the VK Punk Legion. Let's keep this energy moving. Now let's break down the madness from WWE Monday Night Raw. The show opens with Michael Cole and Corey Graves in the ring, ready to launch the tribute to AJ Styles. Gunther storms in. He boots both of them guys back to commentary and demands that they hype his greatness from afar. The crowd unleashes boos, and as Gunther calls the celebration disgusting, labeling fans lovers of losers like Goldberg, Cena, Styles, he boasts that he ended all of their careers, claiming the night should honor him instead. Raw GM Adam Pearce marches out, of course, with security, threatening ejection. Gunther agrees to leave, but not for Pearce, but out of the sheer revulsion of the whole night. As he heads up the ramp, Dragon Lee ambushes him from behind. In the aftermath, Cody Rhodes stares Gunther down, and then he heads to the ring. This opener gets a yay, of course. Gunther has pure heel mastery that sets the tone like a war drum. Zero complaints here. Gunther owns the biggest heel role in the WWE right now, delivering venom with surgical precision. The crowd's hatred fuels it perfectly, of course, and Dragon Lee's blind side adds to the explosive payback we crave. It's the kind of segment that reminds us why wrestling drama hits different. It's unapologetically arrogant meets instant karma. And I don't really know how to feel about Dragon Lee being the one in this program with Gunther. Like, it's obvious why, because he was AJ Styles' partner and all, but it really seems like a big mismatch that's just going to lead to Dragon Lee getting demolished. And I see it at that as kind of pointless, but the Gunther story is good. So Cody Rhodes, of course, comes out and he addresses the crowd, knowing they want to discuss the chaos. Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman interrupt, hyping Reed's qualifier and claiming that he's going to win tonight. Road counters that one man might disagree, and this cues Jey Uso's music, who came down to Jey Uso's music, not the Usos Uso Penitentiary music, but the It's Just Me Us music, which I understand is Jey Uso in a singles match, but he came down with Jimmy, and even when they come down as the Usos, they come down to Jay's music now. It's never the Uso Penitentiary one. So this slides into Boo territory. I mean, it was okay, I guess, the promos. It was just really crowded. So it felt like you had two promos right on top of each other. And we get the attempt stacking tension for the qualifier. But it was like too many chefs in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So next we actually did get that elimination qualifier match between Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and the OG original Grande Americano. Jay starts out really hot, but Reed crushes him with an elbow. OG Americano moonsaults off the top to the floor, wiping out both of them. Jay and OG ram Reed into the post. Jay's big ass call out had us chuckling, man. That was a little funny thing we caught. Post break, Reed Samoan drops both opponents. OG misses a diving headbutt on Jay, but OG face plants trying a cover. Jay kicks out. OG hits a struggling German on Reed for a near fall. Reed appears to injure his arm, breaking a pin. Jay splashes. He did injure his arm. Jay splashes. OG counters with a knee and then an ankle lock, but Jay escapes, hits him with a super kick, and then hits the Uso splash for the win. The winner, Jey Uso. So this was fun, but it is also getting a boo because we're in the understanding that Bronson Reed did actually get injured, and he was supposed to win the match, but because he got injured, they had to call this on the fly and make Jay win. So boo for Jay winning. I would have liked Bronson Reed going forward a lot more. It's too bad he got injured. The vision is seeming real like they have bad luck, I guess. This was a breezy, entertaining triple threat match. Delivered spots without fluff. Everybody bought the energy. Jay's victory did not feel right. Of course, I hated it because I don't like Jay's character right now. I love Jay, but I just don't like his character. Reed getting injured, confirmed as a distal bicep tear, and he's going to be sidelined indefinitely, which sucks, and that hits hard. The vision is really just falling apart. We hate seeing this, but the match itself popped with chaos and near misses. So it was pretty good, but still gets a boo for the outcome and Reed getting hurt. The Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio comes out next with the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan, in the ring for her WrestleMania choice. She's going to call out which champion she wants. Dom hypes himself and Morgan, of course. The crowd oddly lets him promo without the endless boos that usually come with him getting a mic. He introduces the Women's World Champion Stephanie and the WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill. Morgan reflects on Vaquer's words from last week, admits she was right, and then just clocks her with the mic and unleashes a beatdown. This segment grabs a solid yay. It was twist-heavy drama that landed with impact. The crowd's muted reactions tonight were bizarre, though. Dom got a pass, apparently. Boring chants hit Morgan. No pops for champs or anything like that. But the work shone through. It was a good, executed sharply, building heat and surprise. It's the kind of swerve that keeps us guessing, even if the audience vibe dragged it down a notch. Solid heel work all the way around by Liv Morgan. This was good stuff. So next we have Natty and Maxine, which we have to put something on this because we really like this new Natty character. We think she's amazing. She is this beast of a brute that just destroys stuff. And to be honest with you, we feel like that's what Natty should have always been. She comes from the tough family and she's always been this tough. They just had her be the character that she was, which isn't great. But her being this makes so much more sense. And if you haven't seen Natty on the Indies, that's why. Because her character on the Indies is great. And bringing it here and making her do this is just amazing. because she charged early and dominates. Dupree ejects her. Then Natalie launches her into the barricade. Natty drop kicks Dupree into the ring post, and Dupree is out cold. The ref checks, but Natty keeps pounding the face. The ref calls for the bell. Natty won, but it was really weird. It was presented as stoppage. We're calling this a cheeky yay, though. This is everything it needed to be. Natty is entertaining brutality with a brutal edge. Is it's not bad that we loved every second of it. Natty's new ruthless persona channels that Shayna Baszler intensity we adored, and unhinged and unforgiven and short, sharp, and just savage. It built her monster cred without overstaying. Pure fun, a lot of violence. Really do love this, and I don't understand anybody who talks down about it online. There's so much negativity about the new Natty, but nobody gave the old Natalia any positivity either. Um, this new Natty character is amazing, though. So Paul Heyman escorts Brock Lesnar to the ring next. Classic intro and history lesson. Heyman notes WrestleMania tradition, title match, and Taker streak until Lesnar broke it, of course, claiming that spot forever. No challenger yet. No one's crazy enough. Heyman lists Lesnar's dates if anyone's man enough and to step up when he appears. This earns a meh. Intriguing setup with a curious crowd twist. Solid Heyman magic, of course. Hyping Lesnar as the unstoppable force. The Oba Femi chants throughout were hilarious and telling fans no the dream match, but logic says it won't happen unless Brock will allow it. This builds anticipation, but it feels like foreplay without payoff yet. Because if anybody ever was going to come out, if they were in that locker room tonight, they should have done it tonight. Michael Cole and Corey Graves hyped it up as a career-making match with the Beast at WrestleMania, and that's exactly what it is. So if anybody was going to come out, they should have come out then. And if it's going to be Obafemi should have definitely come out. He shouldn't be waiting. He should feel like he's confident enough to just say, it's going to be me. But the other route is that Gunther, who got kicked out of the arena earlier, could come back and say, I wasn't in the arena when Brock Lesnar made that open challenge, so I couldn't respond right away, and then respond and maybe do like some weird retire angle with Brock Lesnar. Who knows? So next, Javon Evans comes out with Offset to fight Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods and Grayson Waller. Evans explodes pretty early in this match, dumping Kingston outside the ring. Kingston flees a dive. Distraction lets Kingston hit a PK on the apron. Post break, Evan nails a springboard corkscrew scorpion kick. Easy for me to say. Springboard corkscrew scorpion kick. Moonsault attempt by Kingston rolls away. Evans lands awkwardly, seeming to tweak his ankle. Hobbling, Evan floors Kingston with a red dot kick, hits a Superman tope. Waller cheap shots Evans. Evans kicks out of a famouser. Offset confronts Waller, tosses him over the commentary desk. Chaos ensues. Evan catches Kingston with the OG cutter for the win. The winner, of course, Javon Evans. This banger scores a yay. A whole bunch of high-flying fun with heart-stopping worry. What a blast. I mean, Evans keeps proving his star potential with flair and resilience. The ankle scare had us holding our breath a little bit, but thankfully it was just a work. It looked scarier than it was. No major reports of lasting damage. Offset's involvement added Atlanta flavor and chaos. Pure entertainment, even with the injury tease, and not enough outside interference for it to be overdone. It just had the perfect amount of outside shenanigans that just came in the right spots. It was a very well put together match, and of course, so for that it gets a yay. Frankie Kazarian makes his WWE Raw debut when he pulls Abyss out of a boiler room. And they arrive for AJ Styles celebration. We popped pretty huge for this. Forget TNA's partnership means forbidden doors are wide open. What a cool crossover nod this was. I thought Abyss's outfit looked a little last minute and put together. But next we get the world heavyweight champion CM Punk praising AJ Lee, reflecting on what ifs, including Balor ruining their last match. Punk dismisses hypotheticals. What if Roman Reigns were here? He's not, but he'll be on Raw next week. Punk teases punching Reigns, then declares he's the best in the world and champ. This promo lands a meh. Unnecessary filler, really, in a tribute night. No real need for this. It could have done anything else. Balor could have used the airtime heading into, you know, tough odds with CM Punk. The crowd's dead vibe didn't help either. Punk's charisma carries it, but it felt tacked on amid a bigger emotional arc. And I've got to say, there's quite a few times tonight when I was like, boy, this crowd is straight butt cheeks. They were not making any noise. And I don't feel like it was like that all night, but there were quite a few points when I was like, God, the crowd is quiet as hell. So next we had the women's elimination chamber qualifying match. Raquel Rodriguez versus Io Sky versus Kairi Sane. Rodriguez boots Sane pretty early on and trades with Sky. Sky and Sane team up to eject Rodriguez. Sane turns on Sky. Rodriguez doubles a fallaway slam with both of them. More floor work. Sane dives, caught by Rodriguez. Sky wipes everyone with an Asai moonsault. Flattens Sane with an over the moonsault. Rodriguez breaks up the pin. Sky moonsault blocked by knees. And then Rodriguez gives not the power bomb, the Tahana bomb. Sane for the win. This falls into meh. It was kind of a frustrating triple threat. It was a little off, but Raquel Rodriguez winning and going to the chamber, I think, was the right idea. And for that gets a yay. I've been saying for a long time that Raquel Rodriguez lost her push because she got injured, and then she's just been the Judgment Day's muscle since she came back. But she was getting a push before she did go away. So I mean, this was kind of frustrating, and it turned into a de facto singles match. The constant ejections and interference killed, the flow. Despite the strong individual work, the pacing was really off, kind of contrived. These three deserved a cleaner brawl. So this was good. The show closes, of course, with The Undertaker riding to the ring after AJ addresses the crowd and makes a emotional leaving his vest and gloves in the ring thing. Um, Announcing that AJ would be inducted into the Hall of Fame class of 2026. This caps with an emotional yay. Perfect send-off magic. No notes needed, just yay. I mean, what a moment. Taker delivered the news to the retiring phenomenal one. Full circle poetry, especially after their history. The crowd erupted and you deserve a chance. Pure heart. If Taker becomes the Hall of Fame messenger, we're here for the disguises and surprises. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can see me coming, you're already gone. So the go home show for Monday Night Raw before premium live events often stumbles, but this one zigzagged wildly. Gunther's heel fire and the Evans Kingston sprint stood out as the peaks. The AJ Styles tribute stole the night, emotional, respectful, and capped by Taker's Hall of Fame bombshell. Legendary farewell that hit very well. SmackDown this week's better bring the heat to salvage the road to Chamber. History says expect multi-man tags, promos, and video package in classic go-home fashion. Fingers crossed it delivers more fire than filler. And guys, we have our elimination matches chamber set for this weekend. The men's elimination chamber, this one is a stacked war for a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship at Mania. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Jey Uso are locked in the steel structure. You got legends like Orton and Rhodes clashing with rising stars like Trick and Javon, plus high flyers and brawlers in LA Knight and Jey Uso. Expect chaos, big eliminations, and someone punching their ticket to the main event spotlight, pure high stakes drama in the chamber. The women's elimination chamber is bringing the fire as well for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez are set to battle it out. This mix has powerhouse brawlers like Rhea and Raquel, technical wizards like Asuka, the unhinged Alexa, rising stars in Kiana. Really stoked that Kiana's going. And the confident Tiffy time, of course. It's a brutal mix, and it's a standout of styles that could crown the next Mania challenger. Don't sleep on that intensity. So listen, we know we kind of opened up this video with a little advertisement. That advertisement's going to go in all the videos from now on. But we know we did that spot. But just one more lockup before we block out. Wrestling reminds us that the hardest fights aren't spotlight spectacles. They're the internal clashes and shadowed corners. If you can echo Big E's candid shares, CM Punk's boundary setting like defending a championship, and the Biz fostering a mental health dialogue that is just constantly open. The vibe is undeniable. Legends require reinforcements too. If existence has you locked in a figure four with no escape, seeming existent, tag out. Connect with allies, hotline heroes, or the VK Punk Wrestling Squad. We're ringside ready, and you can tag us in whenever you want, and we can promo with you all night long if you need. If you're seeking support, that's the ultimate championship caliber strength. You can count on us, man, and we're all going to get through this kind of. So that means it's time to put a pin in this episode. Bombard the Cardmints with your boldest Raw and SmackDown visions, Ultimate Mania dream matches, or fiery hot takes. Amp it up louder than a surprise cash-in. Smash the subscribe button, and if you're riding with the family, summon your allies. Go ahead and share us around, please. You can sync us on TikTok and Facebook for unbridling intensity. We're VK Punk Wrestling. We run the bingo, and we're going to the moon. We the ones for wrestling content. Chin up, tits out, and deuces. Have a good night, guys.